So in this video, we will see what happens when AC voltage is applied to a capacitor. Okay. So now we have a circuit with a capacitor and an alternating source of voltage is connected across the capacitor. Okay. So this is capacitor of capacitance C. Okay. Now let us take the voltage to be V is equal to V naught sine omega t. Okay. So here again V naught is the peak voltage, omega t is the phase of the variation in voltage. Okay. Now see, this is the instantaneous voltage. This voltage keeps on changing with time t. With this time t, the voltage keeps on changing. Okay. So now let us say Q is the instantaneous charge at time t. So charge on the capacitor, if Q is the charge on capacitor. Okay. So this Q, it is equal to C times capacitance times the voltage. Okay. Now what is the voltage? That is V naught sine omega t. So this is C V naught sine omega t. Okay. So this is the instantaneous charge. Now what is the relation between charge and current? Current is dq by dt. Okay. Q is this quantity, so this is d by dt of Q. Q is C V naught sine omega t, isn't it? So if we differentiate this, what do we get? We get I is equal to C V naught sine omega t becomes cos omega t multiplied by omega. Okay. So this becomes I is equal to omega C V naught cos omega t. Okay. So we have the equation for current and we have the equation for voltage. Okay. Acha. Now see, this is the peak value of the voltage. Similarly, this is the peak value of the current, isn't it? So this quantity is the peak current. Why I am calling it peak current? Because again cos omega t, it will acquire maximum value of +1 and -1. When it acquires this maximum value +1 or -1, this current will acquire maximum value plus omega c V naught or minus omega c V naught. So this will be the peak value represented by I naught. So I naught, it is equal to omega c V naught. Okay. Now see, from Ohm's law, we know that current, it is equal to voltage divided by the term which opposes the current. Like in resistor we have current equal to voltage divided by resistance. Okay. So I can write this equation as I naught, it is equal to V naught divided by 1 by omega c. So that means this denominator 1 by omega c, this quantity, is the term which opposes the current or the alternating current. This is alternating current. So this term 1 by omega c is the term which opposes the alternating current in a circuit with capacitor. Okay. Now this 1 by omega c, this is called, for a capacitive circuit, it is called capacitive reactance. Okay. So this term 1 by omega c, that is the term which opposes the alternating current in a circuit with capacitor, it is called capacitive capacitive reactance. Capacitive reactance. Okay, reactance. Now it is denoted by the symbol X subscript C. So Xc is equal to 1 by omega C. Okay. So we have I naught is equal to V naught by Xc. Okay. And I, it is equal to I naught cos omega t. Cos omega t. Okay. Now see, when you have to compare the phase, so this, why I am comparing the phase, because see, I have the equation for voltage and I have the equation for current. V naught is the peak value of voltage and I naught is the peak value of the current. Now if you have to compare the phase, I cannot compare this direct omega t. Here I have sin omega t, here you have cos omega t. So both places we have omega t, but I cannot compare the phase directly because here we have the sine term and here in current expression we have the cos term. So this cos term must be converted into sine term. Means both trigonometric terms should be in same form, then only we can compare the phase. Okay, so I can write this equation as I is equal to I naught sine omega t plus pi by 2. So now both the trigonometric terms are same. Here sin omega t, here sin omega t plus pi by 2. So that means the variation in current is 90 degree ahead of variation in voltage. Okay, or we can say that current is ahead of voltage by phase angle of pi by 2. So we can write current leads voltage by phase angle pi by 2, by phase angle pi by 2, or you can say voltage lags behind current by phase angle of pi by 2. Now voltage equation for AC through capacitor, we got V is equal to V naught sine omega t. Okay, and current we got I is equal to I naught sine omega t plus pi by 2. Okay, so that means the phase difference, if you see the phase difference, see I already told you, if you have to compare the phase, the trigonometric term should be same. So here both, here you have sine, here you have sine. So when the trigonometric terms are same, you can directly compare the phase. So here the phase is omega t, here the phase is omega t plus pi by 2. So that means current is ahead of voltage. Current I is ahead of voltage by pi by 2, ahead of V by phase angle of pi by 2. Okay, so now if we draw a graph showing the variation of voltage with time and current with time, so the graph will be, so if this red color curve represents the variation in voltage. Okay, so suppose this is voltage, V is equal to V naught sine omega t. Then the variation in current, it is sine omega t plus pi by 2. So it will be like this. That means when voltage is 0, current will be maximum. When voltage becomes maximum, current will be 0. So there is a phase difference of pi by 2. Okay, so this graph shows the variation of current and voltage with time. This is time. Okay, so this direction you have plotted this green color for current and the red color for the voltage. Okay, so this is voltage. So variation in voltage and current in a capacitive circuit have a phase difference of pi by 2. Okay, phase difference of pi by 2. So this is one thing, concept. And the other concept we have seen that this XC, that is the called capacitive reactance, it is equal to 1 by omega c. That is equal to 1 by omega c. So this term Xc stands for the opposition offered by a capacitive circuit or a circuit with a capacitor to the flow of alternating current. Okay, to the flow of alternating current. Now, what happens for DC? Okay, for DC, what is the value of omega? Omega is 0. For DC, omega is angular frequency is 0. So since angular frequency is 0, if omega term is 0, what will be the value of Xc? Xc will be equal to infinity. So that means a capacitor is going to offer infinite opposition to the flow of direct current. Okay, so you can say that a capacitor blocks DC. So we can say that a capacitor blocks DC. Okay, it won't allow the flow of DC.